For England, James? No, for me.
You know him. You know this. You remember this. But here's what you don't know.
Bond. 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 James Bond.
All right, all you 007s, it's time to get shaken and stirred. Goldeneye is widely regarded as one of the best video games ever created, and people often attribute its success to the game's revolutionary multiplayer mode.
I hope you're up for a little competition.
I beg your pardon?
How would you feel if you found out that this amazing function was developed in just 6 weeks?
Say what?
Love it! Wow! Procrastinators everywhere, rejoice! Throw down your homework and let the trash pile up! And set the table after dinner! I'll do it later, Mom! If you played video games in the 1990s, you played GoldenEye's multiplayer mode.
Hello, Mr. Bond!
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Bond!
Jeremy, don't you like me?
No, I love you!
I love you too!
And to think the developers were never planning to include it! In fact, the game started out as a 2D scrolling game. The development of GoldenEye was the perfect storm of creativity. For one, all the developers of the game were new, so they were always ready to try something different.
I can do it! I can break her codes. So get on with it!
Rare! And Nintendo also trusted this new group of developers for some reason, enough so that they left them alone to make their own decisions about the game.
We get the warhead, and we hold the world ransom for $1 million.
And why not? Leaving people alone and trusting that something amazing will happen always works out.
I may have gone too far in a few places.
The result was a game with tons of new and inventive features. Features that would inspire game developers for the foreseeable future. Goldeneye was the first game to have enemies react different based on where they were shot. Until then, doctors thought that getting shot in the leg was just as dangerous as getting shot in the head.
Man, you alright?
I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright.
Goldeneye was also one of the first games that rewarded stealth and efficiency. If you were quiet enough and a good shot, you could get through levels in Goldeneye without alerting any— Oh, damn it! And then, of course, was the multiplayer mode, which allowed up to 4 players into the same environment to battle it out for the ultimate prize, bragging rights, and the last bagel bite.
Now you can give them pizza whenever they want. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time.
Mom, we're out of bagel bites.
Oh, facility looks sick, like a building.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that has different levels, too.
Oh, that's lit.
Despite how amazing it was, the multiplayer mode in Goldeneye wasn't even conceived until, wait for it, 3 months before the game was released. Developers created it without telling anyone, planning to ask forgiveness rather than permission. Rare and Nintendo only found out about the multiplayer mode when the developers presented the finished game to their bosses.
You do not hand in crap like this! I should fire you and burn down your friggin' house!
Thank the video game gods! That Rare and Nintendo knew a good thing when they saw it too, because who can imagine GoldenEye without multiplayer mode?
Don't you ever say that again to me.
There wasn't a kid that lived through the 90s without playing this game. Kids argued about which mode to play, which map to choose, which rules to set. But they all agreed on one thing. Don't you dare choose Odd Job, you dirty little cheat, or you can't come over anymore!
Say what?
lose a shoe. Honestly.
This has been another incredibly exciting 007 episode of What You Don't Know. Mom! I said we're out of bagel bites!
I may have gone too far in a few places.